never, ever in my life forget the Democrats hoisting black, gay, trans, all these confirmations they pushed through while we sat here and bent our fingernails back wondering, is this ever going to end? And it was only the beginning. We had to live through 4 years of inversion. People who are not mentally right, people who are like black power, fucking just crazy people. Anti-white, anti-straight, just anti-American. Everything that they represented, the Democrat Party, was inversion of what this country truly is. And we had to watch, I watched those confirmation hearings nauseated, knowing that these people were going to be put in a seat of power and they were going to implement these insane agendas that have nothing to do with what any common, normal person thinks about or considers an issue. But they were adamant in pushing these sex changes, boys dressing up like girls and playing volleyball and spiking balls in girls' faces and breaking their noses, teaching children in school if they're white, they're lesser than, or they're oppressors, and that the black children are taught that they are the champions of the world and they can just have an attitude towards the other race, and it's completely acceptable. It never was, never will be. We've gotten past that in the 60s, yet the Democratic Party liked to use identity politics to further divide our country. All MAGA's trying to do is reset the reset button to normal, opposed to insanity. We just can't, we could not continue on that path. It was not gonna happen. The fact that they even attempted it is unfathomable, but they did. And now I'm watching these Democrats at the confirmation hearing trying to rationalize their argument as to why Kash Patel is not suitable for the job. And the things they're referring to is his temperament, his experience, things that he's said in tweets. We all agree with him. And when I say all, I'm talking about the majority of the country. Tens of millions of people chose Donald Trump knowing that Kash Patel came part and parcel with him, along with RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, Hegseth. All these people they knew were in his orbit. And we had no issue. We were 100% behind it. And now that I'm watching the Democrats cry and complain and beg, knowing that there's no effect. They can just cry and complain. I think they've done everything they can to stall out the process, but at this point in time, I believe today, or at some point in the next couple of days, it's over. Patel's gonna be confirmed. But it's like watching the Democrats. This is what I just thought of this. It's like walking into Blockbuster when they were still open, but they were starting to take the letters down off the sign, and you'd walk in and they weren't renting movies anymore. They were just like fire sale all these movies. That's what it looks like for the Democrats. They work for a company or an entity that no longer exists other than in name, but it's this close to almost not existing at all because of how fast they drove off of the cliff, thinking that if they moved fast enough, they would just sabotage this country and everything would be over. Well, Trump has reversed that on you, and he's moving quicker than you could ever imagine. And the media is having a real hard time keeping up with him because they used to take one issue at a time and then blast on him for about a week, 2 weeks, months, try to impeach him. He's doing, 20, 30 things a day in rapid succession, and they don't have time to keep up with it. They start bitching about something, Trump gets proven right, and he's already had 20 other things that he's already accomplished since they started bitching about the first thing. This is how you get shit done. We have 4 years. He knows because he did 4 years before. He understands that all the hurdles and walls that they try to put in front of you, you can just smash right the fuck through them. Executive order after executive order after executive order. And what he's trying to do is iron out the playing field. And then moving into the future, normal people, who I call normies, who are ignorant to politics and ignorant to the effect on their personal lives that it does have. I hate politics, It affects your life so drastically. It's really ignorant for you to have that attitude. You never took civics in class. Obviously, they don't offer that to children anymore. But that being said, where we stand now Trump is winning for not just today, but for the future. Because the normies are going to become accustomed to this and want to keep it that way. So we're not so far off from reality that we got lost and we're floating in the middle of the ocean with no life preserver, nobody's looking for us. Trump came and found us, threw us life preservers, pulled us back in the boat, and he's going to captain the ship for the next 4 years. And he's quickly going to pass that on to J.D. Vance. And we are about to see, I would assume, at least a generational shift in politics where the Democrats have had the pendulum way to the left this whole time, basically my whole lifetime. Trump has interrupted that, and he's done it so effectively. I am so proud. MAGA, motherfucker, we won.